This is not my day. Alright, let's talk about video game news, because, yeah, there's been a lot of interesting things that have pretty much kicked off good enough, and, yeah, let's go ahead and discuss things, ladies and gentlemen. First story. That's right, Yakuza Kiwami for the PC. So, Yakuza Kiwami's PC port will be releasing on February 19th with a $20 price tag, but however, if you are to pre-order that game, you can get it for $2 off. You can just pay $18 if you pre-order. This is good. But however, it was officially announced by Sega, but however, Sega kept it hinted for a few days and kept people guessing about it. So, apparently before this news, before the cat was out of the bag, Sega was secretly hinting at it in a GIF file that was uploaded at the official Steam page. So, when you see that GIF page, you see Goro Majima come out from the sewer. And then, however, and then all of a sudden there will be a single frame that would flash, that would apparently show the release date. There were some people who discovered that Easter egg in the GIF, and it was what Sega intended to be. Now, Sega wanted to pretty much release this GIF and have people trying to go for that hidden frame, having people figure it out, getting people to figure out early on before they get the cat out of the bag. So they were pretty much hinting at it. Now, somebody over at Gematsu did manage to get a hold of the people, or pretty much did find out about the GIF containing the frame before the release date was even announced in the first place. So the guys over at Gematsu did get a hold of the GIF, they did get a hold of the release date, and it's like, okay, well, there's a February 19th release date, guys. And then, however, they wanted to keep people trying to figure out, hey, what on earth is that frame? What does that mean? Have it for a few days, and then they officially release it. So they officially got it out there. You will see a $20 price tag and a February 19th launch for Yakuza Kiwami on Steam. So here you go. As we all think, Gematsu.com. Source links in the description. Let's talk about the second news story, which comes from Eurogamer, because an editor happened to get a hold of the director Yohei Shimbori, who is directing Dead or Alive 6. And apparently, Eurogamer found out in an interview that Dead or Alive 6 may not be toned down on the fan service after all. Actually, as a matter of fact, if we're talking about the fan service, that's something you can unlock and toggle in the settings. Apparently, what ended up happening here was that Yohei Shimbori told Eurogamer, stated to Eurogamer, that the game was being worked on as the same time as its engine. So, pretty much it was a matter of getting the game adjusted to the engine and getting the physics adjusted to the engine. And it takes a process, and then they were finally able to pull that off. Now, in terms of the lovely little of these kinds of physics, yeah, those you can get those depending on the outfit you pick for your character. So, also, if you don't like these kinds of physics, you can turn it off in the settings. Now, how that works is basically as you work, Yohei Shimbori stated as an example. Alright, so as you work with the default, as stated by Mr. Shimbori, you're gonna get less amount of these kinds of jiggle physics. However, if you are to unlock later costumes, you might end up with a costume that has the jiggle physics. So basically, what's going on here is that it's real-life logic being applied here. Kind of what's going on. So pretty much the more basically covered up, the more tight the outfit, the less likely they jiggle. So that does make a lot of sense. So pretty much they had to keep the fan service because Yohei Shimbori did told Koei Tecmo, and yes, he stated to Koei Tecmo has admitted to Eurogamer that Dead or Alive's fan service is part of the franchise identity, and that if they were to get rid of that fan service, it would be detrimental. So the fan service ended up becoming kept, which is why the fan service got kept in the first place. And however, also Shimbori did told Eurogamer that he wished the news outlet focus more on the gameplay rather than the jiggly physics and the waifus and the fan service. Yeah. Now, Dead or Alive 6 will be releasing on March 1st for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Alright, so we're looking at a full $60 price tag. Yep, definitely a $60 price tag. Let's go ahead and look up on the store. Well, at the same time, let's go ahead and pretty much discuss about what that pretty much means. How it's a very big deal. We thought that the fan service was going to be toned down. And, no, apparently. Now, what's going on here is that there is going to be the fan service. It's just that the fan service has to be pretty much unlocked and you can toggle it off. So that way everybody from left and right gets to be happy. Alright? That's pretty good. And I'm glad to see that being a good thing. Okay, let's hit that pre-order button. Let's see what that does. Pre-order. I want to pre-order my Nintendo Switch version. I want to pre-order my Nintendo Switch version. Okay, let's see. Available. Yep, we're looking at a $60 price. Yep, $60 price tag. And, of course, there's no pre-order. Give me a pre-order button, damn it! Alright, sorry about that. There needs to be a pre-order button on the Steam version for Dead or Alive 6. And I hope they don't mess up the PC version of Dead or Alive 6. I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. But, hey, it's great to see, hey, you can pretty much pick a not revealing costume. You can pretty much pick the default costumes. You can pretty much turn off the jigglies in the settings. Everybody can be happy. Alright, you can toggle it on, you can unlock it and toggle it off, whatever. And I'm glad to see that's a good thing. As we thank Eurogamer, we need to go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room that is on YouTube. Because apparently, it's not just YouTube, it's just everywhere in the world. People are pretty much up in arms against the waifu and the edginess. But however, the waifu and the edginess gets more scrutiny than the Kingdom Hearts 3 leakers. Because that's what we're talking about. The Kingdom Hearts 3 leakers. Because they just went rampant and they just went insane. Now, the incident did started from like a Facebook posting about something like that. Everybody was talking about it. But no, that's not what I wanted to talk about here. I want to talk about the escalation of the situation because basically there are leaked cutscenes, leaked endings, and pretty much, leaked events that end up becoming spoilers that are out of control. I ended up having a leaked Kingdom Hearts 3 cutscene shown up on my recommended feed. And as I did investigated, some guy has been leaking story cutscenes from left and right. However, there's been more than one leaker out of nowhere. So these Kingdom Hearts 3 leakers have begun to multiply, and then when you have Kingdom Hearts 3 release officially in Japan, okay, because that just came out in Japan, surprisingly, and, there were some people that got, it was like a slew of insanity. So, before the Japanese release of Kingdom Hearts 3, there was nothing but leaked cutscenes. So, you do get leaked cutscenes, English dub. Now, because Kingdom Hearts 3 is out in Japan, I can't count whatever cutscenes from the Japanese version as leaks. But however, before the Japanese version even released, there was nothing but leaks left and right, because I'm going to say this, I am an eyewitness myself. I ended up finding out about Square Enix having a hard time with those leakers. Because I remember Square Enix did block out a couple of that leaker's videos. Unfortunately, it spread it like wildfire. People got a hold of it. It spreaded. The leaks went viral, and there were more than one leaker, and that's kind of the thing. But really, to be honest with you, how did the leaking situation got out of control? Now, if you do remember, Kingdom Hearts 3 has a January 29th release date for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Okay. But however, it was a long wait, because Kingdom Hearts 3 was highly asked for. It was highly suggested. Hey, Square Enix, when's Kingdom Hearts 3? When is Kingdom Hearts 3? When is Kingdom Hearts 3? And then, however, when it came to 2013 at E3, someone at Square Enix came up to the press conference for Sony and then revealed, hey, we're coming out with Final Fantasy 15? Oh, Kingdom Hearts 3! Kingdom Hearts 3, everybody. Everybody went insane, and there was delays from left and right, and it's been like 2019. I'll go ahead and calculate the situation here, because it was announced since 2013, and then it comes out 2019. Yeah, 6 years. So there was like 6 years of work. There was delaying from left and right. So there was hype surrounding Kingdom Hearts 3. There was anticipation surrounding Kingdom Hearts 3. There has been a lot of waiting towards Kingdom Hearts 3. People couldn't wait any longer when it comes to a game that has generated this high amount of hype, that has gone this insane amount of hype. And especially when you have the game scoring really good reviews, which I have found out on Metacritic. Alright. So, when you have the wait, when you have the anticipation, people couldn't just wait any longer, and that kind of brings up the dangers of pretty much having games take more than 1 year since announcement. It's like, say, if we take a look at Metroid Prime 4, and Metroid Prime 4 is coming out this specific date, and we're shortly before that specific release date, and we're already seeing people somehow getting a hold of copies of Metroid Prime 4 early, and then that would get leaked out. They couldn't wait any longer. There may be a long period of time, and I think that's kind of what happened with Kingdom Hearts 3. So when you kind of keep fans waiting too much, so when you have the highest anticipated, the highest hyped game go on for long, people are going to get more impatient. People can't wait this long, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're going to see copies of the game show up on a Facebook listing. You're going to see people basically record themselves playing the game. Oh man, my wait is over. And people would go insane. So the waiting is the hardest part, as cited in this one song. I gotta remember that one song, and I gotta look it up, because it reminds me of that one song. Because I gotta look up the waiting. I don't want to say this much. And yeah, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, The Waiting. Yeah, that's right. So that's where that song reminds. The waiting is the hardest part, and I think if you give that song a listen, it kind of flows perfectly with Kingdom Hearts 3. But let's go ahead and talk about the Resident Evil 2 remake. Hey, why weren't gameplay leaked of Resident Evil 2 remake? And here's the thing. Resident Evil 2 Remake is a remake of Resident Evil 2. So everybody straight up knows what happens in Resident Evil 2. And they know straight up what's going to happen in Resident Evil 2. It's going to happen in the Resident Evil 2 Remake. It's just that there's going to be a few more spices from left and right and new things from around the corner they got to get and they wanted to put in. Alright, so I want to get a hold of Resident Evil 2, but I want to get a hold of the PC version. I want to download it from Steam, because I'm gonna get it on PC because we don't know about Sony. They might censor that one on the PlayStation. It's kind of the same thing with Dead or Alive 6. I'm getting Dead or Alive 6 on Steam because I don't know if Sony's gonna censor that one as well. Anyway, that is all, and I'll be looking forward to you in the next video. That is, if Sony minds, or they'll probably censor it to oblivion. But no, seriously, Sony, what's wrong with the waifu? What's wrong with the waifu, Sony?